Hi, Michelle. How you doing? It's Nashima Derocha. Um, Today is for my assignment, my action research assignment. Um, I actually I asked I was I actually start off with a quote by Albert Einstein, and he states that scientific research is based on the idea that everything that takes place is determined by laws of nature, and therefore this holds for the action of people. For this reason, a research scientist will hardly be inclined to that events should be. So from reading this quote, I feel like what Einstein is stating is that our environment is very important to our research, and is able to have their own perspective on what's going on, but it's very important that we focus on the environment, and also to remember that we have to also consider different perspective on whatever results that we may encounter. The four articles that I came across that backed up that I researched to have this presentation is fostering effective learning through professional development, epistemology, phenomenology, struggling to overcome the state's prescription for practice, and pre-service teacher field experiences to early literacy assessment. And I chose this assignment because there's a cohesiveness between these four articles, and one is talking about what educators need to be better educators. One is speaking about what children searching for from an educator. What the other one is talking about who children, what children need to be better off when it comes to the development. And last one is basically being specific about specific age group, which is ages birth to 8 years old, and that and the goals that needs to be assessed in terms of impacting educating these young minds. So let's get straight right into the question. So the first question you ask is, what is an action plan? So what's the action research? Sorry. So by doing some research, I realized that I came across that the action plan is actually a document. It's a document and material that lists what steps should be taken in order to achieve a specific goal. And the purpose of an action plan is to be able to help individuals to realize why something is happening. For the example, we have indigenous children who may be obese or not having healthy diet. So why is this happening? So it's like we start interviewing individuals, start looking back into the history, and the research allows us to better understand why this is happening and what steps do take place to make it better. And then the next question you asked was what are the cyclical phases of action research? So here is the action research cycle: the plan, act, reflect. The plan, act, observe, reflect. It is a cycle, and so the action research aims to identify problems and then produce a plan of action with strategies to strive for best action. And the four basic stages, as you can see, is reflect, plan, act, observe, and then reflect to continue to recycle. So it's like, the plan where, okay, what do we need? What do we need? What needs to get done in order to make this? How many researchers we need? The environment. This is the planning stage. This is like the foundation of the research. Okay, so now we have all this material. So what do we need to do next? We need to go out and we need to look for a specific community, or we need to, you know, like the environment, or is a part of the action plan. And then there you go. So you observe, like, okay, so we have the foundation, we have the action is in place. Okay, so what's the data? Is there a way of collecting data through observing, like what's, so you're interviewing, you go into research, you know, making sure that everyone feels comfortable. And then from all that, okay, so now it's the reflection. Okay, so I've done all these things. So what did I get? What was achieved from going through all these stages? And then the next question you asked was, why choose action plan? Why choose action research action plan? Why choose action research? Because it allows but it's mainly used, but teachers really enjoy using action research, because it gives us a chance to find out what works and what does not work. How can we assist a child with development? So it provides a reflective process that we can use to implement changes in the classroom, and determine who and determine these changes and the result in the desired outcome. So we can take this information and actually be able to make it better, to make a difference in the development of children. And then you ask, how does advocacy link to action plan? Advocacy plays a major role in action plan, because just by doing the research, you're already advocating for the particular environment. For you're already advocating, okay, you know, okay, we want to show you that children need more stationery. Children need to have more developmental programs that's gonna help them to have better literacy skills. So, so I have the research. I've done the research. I've shown that the reason why children are failing is because this, and this is what we need to actually make it better. So the research is really advocating for this, for the children, or for whatever aspect is chosen for the research, because the reason why you're doing this is to show that something is not working, or something is working, and we need more of it or less of it. And the next question you ask is, how does ethical conduct link to action plan? Because we have to protect the individuals that we're interviewing. We have to protect the participants, and ethics, and also ourselves. Like, we have to make sure that the participants feel safe, and they know that everything is confidential. Like, confidentiality is linked very much to ethics. So this is so important, because sometimes some interviewees may not wish to be mentioned. So it's a way of protecting the person that we're interviewing. And then so what consideration to conflict resolution? Well, the goal of conflict resolution is not to decide which person is right or wrong. The goal is to reach a solution that everyone can live with. And for the articles that I was able to I research, I feel that the goal of these articles is to improve of professional practice through continual learning, and to get a deeper understanding of practice and development, and improvement in the community in which practice is embedded through participatory research. So this is why this is so important, because to give a better idea as to what the goal is. And I used that the history of so where it all started with Kurt Lewin. He was the one who came to the history of action plan, and of course it worked because we're still using it. And Ash's theory came to the concept that social acts need to be viewed, and in terms of setting, he believes that experiment demonstrates that people would change their response to social pressure. And I like to leave you with this, that quoted from Maria Montessori, that early childhood education is a key to betterment of a society. Michelle, thank you so much. And you'll find my references at the bottom of the infographic. Thank you so much for listening. And I really do hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.